A season of loneliness and isolation is when the caterpillar gets its wings. Remember that next time you feel alone. Eagles fly alone. Sheep graze in herds. Smart people do not so much seek solitude as avoid the fuss created by fools. In order to understand the world, one has to turn away from it on occasion. You cannot be lonely if you like the person you're alone with. Loneliness is for the strong. The weak always huddle with the crowd. Sometimes you have to stand alone just to make sure you still can. Sometimes it's better to be alone. No one can hurt you. Remember, the time you feel lonely is the time you most need to be by yourself. Life's cruelest irony. It's good for a person to spend time alone. It gives them an opportunity to discover who they are. If you are never alone, you cannot know yourself. Solitude sometimes is best society. The grass is looking for crowds of its own kind on the earth. The tree is looking for its loneliness in the sky. Loneliness adds beauty to life. It puts a special burn on sunsets and makes night air smell better. To live a spiritual life, we must first find the courage to enter into the desert of our loneliness and to change it by gentle and persistent efforts into a garden of solitude. Perhaps only people who are capable of real togetherness have that look of being alone in the universe. The others have a certain stickiness. They stick to the mass. If you wanted to do something absolutely honest, something true, it always turned out to be a thing that had to be done alone. In solitude, everyone sees in himself what he really is. The more solitary, the more friendliness. The more unsustained you are, the more you will respect yourself. Loneliness is the human condition. Cultivate it. The way it tunnels into you allows your soul room to grow. There is a certain strength in being alone. To be of good quality, you have to excuse yourself from the presence of shallow and callow-minded individuals. If you are alone, you belong entirely to yourself. If you are accompanied by even one companion, you belong only half to yourself. The secret of a good old age is simply an honorable pact with solitude. Communication is overrated. Sometimes an hour of solitude is more productive than a week of talking. Whoever has a cat cannot be afraid of loneliness. Loneliness doesn't mean you're weak. It means you are strong enough to wait for what you deserve. Solitude is a chosen separation for refining your soul. Isolation is what you crave when you neglect the first. Our language has wisely sensed these two sides of man's being alone. It has created the word loneliness to express the pain of being alone. And it has created the word solitude to express the glory of being alone.